So I just heard a song on the wireless that recalled an incident from my school days a long time ago. Quite amusing, but it was song's called "Shake It Off," and that phrase rung a bell with me because one of the greatest excuses I think I've ever heard for arriving late for anything was in my school days, and it was a PE class, particularly objectionable tutor we had. As typically they were the PE ones were usually the worst, weren't they? I remember throwing a cricket ball at somebody's head once just for looking the wrong way, but this was it was a young lad. He was a scrawny little lad, nice enough, but it was the run to the pack kind of thing. Everyone used to pick on him. No, I didn't, to be fair, no, but just about everyone in the class used to always, he was always the butt of everyone's jokes, part of the pun. But so anyway, he obviously PE weren't his kind of his forte, if you like, and obviously he would do anything he possibly could to minimise his participation in the class, kind of thing. And there's one particular time he turned up considerably late for the class, and we're all sat around there doing gym kit and what have you, and he was called Carl Waldy. So he rolls up Waldy and must have been 15-20 minutes late, and the teacher says, "What are you mean, Waldy? What time you call this?" We were coming from one class to another. It's like, it didn't take you that long, surely. And his excuse was, "Well, sir, I had to go and have a dump, and there was no paper, so I had to shake it off." Obviously everyone in the class burst out laughing. They were losing, shake it off. You had to shake it off. What I could never really understand is why that would necessarily take you so much longer than it would if you had paper and you had to wipe, but I can, from one point of view, I suppose it's a bit more involved, isn't there? Have you ever had that where you've got you've got a bit of strand hanging off, like, and if you're more or less finished, but the last bit is, you can feel it kind of dripping, kind of thing, and if you're gonna have to wipe that off, you're gonna need quite a bit of paper. It's gonna use a lot of paper and possibly stain your hand or whatever, So you think, if I could just shake this last little bit off, then there's less work wiping wise, and so I've you've had that, haven't you? I've had that where you sort of, you are, shaking a bit and trying to get that past, because sometimes, unfortunately, what can happen is where that kind of swings to one side, sticks to the side of the basin, and then you're getting your brush out after, aren't you? And that's not pleasant. If it all goes down into the water, then the brush doesn't need to be produced, but it's stickage on the side of the basin, and well, there you go. It's not a pleasant subject to talk about, I know, I'm aware of that, but it recalled they were the song, I don't know if that's what it's about, Taylor Swift's Shake It Off. I don't know if maybe that's, maybe she had a similar incident, recalled that from her youth or whatever, Maybe women don't tend to talk about that sort of thing. Well, men don't, for that matter, What goes on between a man or a lady and his basin is very, very much a personal thing to, I once proffered a sort of conversation amongst colleagues about your technique, wiping technique, because do you just got to grab a sort of piece of roll, scrunch it up, and then one wipe and throw it away, or as I tend to do is you leave it like a sort of trail, like a bit like a bridal train, So you get a small scrunched up bit, and then you leave, and then you wipe and then you fold over. The number of folds will depend on the amount of sort of stainage. But as you get lower down, you realise you're more or less clean, and you could perhaps just do one fold and wipe again, But it's something you don't discuss in open conversation generally. So I can understand the reluctance. It's a very personal thing, but and how do you people? No one's ever told you about it. There's no manual or anything, is there? How does one know, the sort of techniques available? Some people might spend more or less on toilet paper because of that. So I don't know, but I think it's worth opening up the debate and sort of getting sort of best practice on it, kind of thing. If anybody's got any ideas, I'm more than welcome to sort of listen. And then you got your you spend a lot of time in there. I do. It's sort of one place you can be sort of totally private to, really. But, anyway, just thought I'd shake it off,